Hi everyone, my name is Darshan SK and my college is Syeda Almas and we are WebTech Academy intern. We are here today to discuss our collaborative full stack development project, the OmniHub Mern application. Over the course of this presentation, we will walk you through the project's purpose, roles, responsibilities, skills we acquired and the results we achieved. Throughout the project, we will discuss about the host, duration, goals, learning approach, the concepts and objectives, the core full stack development skills to master, key features of Homely Hub, the architecture and the main components, React frontend, hooks and routing, managing the state efficiently with Redux toolkit, backend architecture and security consideration, and live demo of our project, the Only Up in action, and driving the full stack expertise to the Mern development. The project was hosted by the Webstack Academy, a leading online education provider specializing in the full stack development. The project duration was about the 4 weeks for building the application using Mern tag. One challenge might have been integrating the various Mern components seamlessly, which was addressed through the careful architecture, leveraging the full JavaScript stack for consistency. The goal was to comprehensively cover the entire development cycle using the Mern tag, and we had a hands-on project-based learning enabling building, testing, and deploying the real-world applications with the Webstack Academy. The project is designed and developed as a complete comprehensive property rental functionalities. This is built using the merge technologies like MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node.js. The front end enhanced with Vite for accelerated development and optimized build speed. The stack ensures the modern, scalable, and maintainable environment aligned with current industry standards. The goal was focused on delivering the fully functional user centric rental platform from crash to deployment. The core full stack development skills we gained during the hands on experience integrating front end, back end, and production ready technologies to build a robust application. We have understood the full stack developer roles covering the front end and back end responsibilities, and we have mastered the React fundamentals using the components, hooks, and state management, and we have implemented the client side routing for seamless single page application and built the secure RESTful APIs using Node.js and Express frameworks. And we have managed the complex application state efficiently and worked with the MongoDB for NoSQL data persistence. And we have integrated the third party services such as Stripe for payment processing and ImageKit for image hosting. In this Homely Hub, the core features include user authentication for secure sign up, login, logout workflows to protect the user data, and the property listing for fetching and displaying the complete property database. And we have filled the dynamic search and filtering to enable the results by city, guest count, dates, and amenities. The property details page include detailed and dynamic content for each and every listing included. The user dashboard consists of account management including the profile updates and presences. The review and managing booking history with the status updates are also included. The hosting functions to list and manage the properties in the user dashboard is also included. And we have integrated the booking and payment processing for the seamless transactions powered by the Stripe supporting the real world payment gateway. This is the clear data flow and the integration of our Mindstack architecture. The stepwise interaction from React client through API to MongoDB, ensuring the dynamic UI update and secure data handling. The React client runs on the Vite. The development server manages the UI and captures the user actions. And the API requests via Axios. The client sends requests to the Express.js backend using Axios. Express.js backend processes the business logic, handling the authentication with JWT tokens. The MongoDB database stores persistent data like users, properties, and bookings managed via MongoDB Compass. The response flow of the backend responses to propagate back through the API to React, enabling the dynamic UI updates. Now we will explore to the key Mern stack components. First one is MongoDB. A NoSQL document database stored JSON-like data manages the collection including user, properties, and booking for the scalable data access. Express.js. This is the lightweight backend framework on Node.js, creating RESTful API routes such as API, user, sign up for user agreement, and management. The React is a front-end library for building fast, interactive UIs using reusable components, enhancing user experience and interface responsiveness. Node.js is a server-side runtime enabling JavaScript execution outside the browser to run the Express backend and manage the server operations. Together, these components from cohesive full-stack JavaScript environment powers scalable interactive web applications. And this covers the essential elements of the modern React development. Functional components and JSX emphasizes the using functional components and JS to create the modular and reusable UI elements such as header JX, JSX and property list.jsx. Use state hook manages the local state within the components. An example giving is handling dynamic booking from endpoints. Use state returns the current state and the function to update it, triggering the re-renders when the state changes. Use effect hook handles the side effects like data fetching, running code after a component mount or updates. The slide specifically mentioned using the for backend data fetching on the component mount for the seamless updates. The React routed DOM implements the client-side routing in single-page application. The browser router and the route definitions used in the files like app.json to define the application routes. The persistent layouts maintaining the components like headers, footers, and main application layout. Using the link component for declaration of the navigate and the use navigate hook for the programmatic redirects. Use parameters hook accesses the dynamic parameters from the URL, enabling the specific views for the individual properties like viewing the specific item details. This is the streamlining the state management database management with the Redux toolkit. This is the centralized data flow enhancing the predictability and the consistency across the application. The flow can be summarized like the dispatch thing, later API call, reducer update stores, and component read stores. Dispatch thing is a component which initiates an action by dispatching an asynchronous thing such as one designed to fetch data like get all properties. This is the starting point of the data change process. And later the API call. The thing function executes the asynchronous logic. This typically an HTTP request using library like Axios to an API to retrieve or update global data like user or property information. Upon the successful or failed return of an API call, the thing dispatches a regular action, the specific Redux reducer function using a slice example user slice, property slice. This processes this action and updates the centralized Redux store with the new data immutability. Later, the component reads store. The components that are subscribed to the store use the use selector hook to access the updated state. When the state changes, these components dynamically re-render their views to reflect the new data, maintaining the consistency across the application. Later, after this, my teammate Syeda Almas will explain the further step of the architecture and live demo and the project conclusion. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Syeda Almas and I will be presenting the backend in lab demo part of our internship project titled Homely Hub, a property management system. This project was developed as part of our internship with Webstack Academy, where we got the chance to work on full stack development using the Mern stack. I will be walking you through the backend architecture and integration and a quick live demonstration of how application works. This slide explains our backend architecture and integration. We use Express.js to build RESTful API endpoints, for example, given here, which allow efficient access to rental data. For authentication, we implemented JWT token. When a user logs in, a token is generated and stored securely in cookies for managing sessions. Our database connection is handled using MongoDB, with the connection string stored safely as an environment variable called mongo at underscore URL. We also integrated several third-party services to enhance functionalities. ImageKit for optimized image hosting, Mailtrap for secure email testing, and Stripe for handling payments. Overall, this architecture demonstrates how we use external APIs and services to make our backend secure, scalable, and production ready. Now I will be showing the live demo of our project Homely Hub in action. In this demo, we will walk through the main features of our full stack application. First, I will show the user authentication process, how user can sign up and log in securely. Next, we will go through the property browsing, where user can explore available listing using different search and filter option. Then we will move on to the booking workflow, showing how user can book a property step by step. We also integrated a payment gateway for secure and smooth transaction during booking. Finally, we will wrap up with a complete overview of the project to highlight what we achieved during this internship. This is our project folder. You can see this is called as folder. Here the content and backend, both the folders are available. For backend, we have provided the modules in node module. All the modules are available. First have C folders, the controllers, the models, and the packages. Then comes the front end. In the front end, we have all the assets, the components for accommodations, for filters. In the home page, we will see the filter and model, footer, header. For all that, these are the folders available for booking and payment property. You will see in the property when I will show you the project. You can see all this for the user login and the README file for you to get the understanding of the project and how to install and run the project. More than that, then we also have the packages available. everything. You can see. Now we will open the front end and the back end here, and we will run it. You can open the local host, and you can see from here our local host is when all the properties are available. The explanation of the web page will be shown you in the next video. I will be demonstrating our project. First, this is the login page. A user can either log in. So this is the login page. User can log in if they already have an account or sign up as a new user. Once logged in, authentication is handled securely using JWT token, so only authorized users can access their dashboards. You can edit your profile, give your name, browse your update it, or change the passwords. Then comes the booking. You can book your properties by searching the properties and accommodations. So for the profile, as I'm already logged in, let's go for the booking. Here in the homepage, you can already see properties with names and their location and the pricing per night and all. If you like this property, go for the edit and apply the dates, give the guest, give your name and all, give the number and book. So this give you the booking workflow. So now the payment came. So if you proceed for payment, we integrated step for a secure and reliable payment processing, ensuring smooth transaction. So you can confirm the payment and it will show up to your bookings. So it will direct you to how many bookings you have done. And then if you want to add your own properties or manage listing, view user activities or monitor overall performance and all, you can do your property by giving the title for the property, address, photo. You can upload photo. For example, if you download it and the photo is available, you can just delete it if you don't want it. Or description. What is the property type? Is it a house? Is it giving whole room? Or amenities? What are the available amenities you are providing? Extra information, check-in time, check-out, max guest, price, and then you save it. So this will give you accommodations and property and everything. Then comes about the homepage. Like if you go for Pune, like if you want what are the properties available for Pune, so this property is available. If you click on a property, you can see the name of the property, the location of the property, the description of the property. There are some even images for the properties. What this place offer to you, the Wi-Fi amenities or the location of or the extra information you want. So the homepage allows you to put guest, start date, end date, destination, filters. For example, I want the filter for 4,000 amenities having Wi-Fi and free parking and apply filters. So these are the amenities available. So that's how our application Homely Hub works in real time, combining authentication, booking, and payment into a single full stack solution. This internship was a great learning experience. From LMS sessions to continuous guideline from our mentor, Mrs. Richa Jha, we received constant support and clarity throughout the process. The team at Webstack Academy provided a structured path, and resources that help us understand the real world workflow of a full stack project. I personally learned a lot from backend API design to front end integration and development practices. I would like to sincerely thank Webstack Academy and Mrs. Richaja for this amazing opportunity and mentorship. Thank you for listening. To conclude through this internship, we develop a full stack months application with secure authentication, smooth data handling, and integrated payment processing. We gained strong hands-on experience using React, Node.js, Redux, and RESTful API, connecting both front-end and back-end efficiently. Along the way, we learned to debug complex Redux flow and manage asynchronous API calls, which help us improve our problem-solving skill. We also configured modern tools like Vite, which made our development process faster and more optimized. Overall, this project gave us valuable practical exposure and help us understand how project-based learning builds real-world industry skills. Thank you for listening and for showing interest in our project journey.